Cockroaches ain't even that bad. Sometimes it could be a little fun. If you're bored, you can't sleep, wait till like 2:00 in the morning, turn the lights out and see how many of them you could get.
Yeah, turn the lights off. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to Mash Debaters. My name is DeAndre Robinson, and the shirt I have on is Live Unapologetically. Shout out to a classmate of mine from Noah Hershey, Abigail Johnson, for starting her clothing line. Little note, I think I told maybe one or two of y'all about this story, but Abigail is the reason why I started playing baseball in 10th grade. So, God is truth.
You trying to beat them duties now?
No. God is truth. Cam knows this, right? So I ran the pin relays my ninth grade year, and 8th grade year and pin relays is one of the biggest races in PA. So I'm thinking I'm fast as shit. So when I go to Noah Hershey, I'm talking shit. So one of her friends got the shit out of me. She said, well, okay, how about you race Abigail? I'm sexist as well at the time too. So I'm like, no girl could beat me in a race. Cool. First day of fucking track practice.
Bet.
First day of track practice. We went a 200 event. Coach God would say, Mark, set, go. I look up. She's halfway. Like she's halfway across the track. So,
wow.
So I started playing baseball ever since. Like I said, she took me out of that sport. I love her. I still love her, but damn, she was fast. Like she was. I think that she quote me this, but I think her 12th grade, our senior year, she was the 7th fastest person in the nation in the 400. Like she was fast as hell. We thought she was taking horse steroids. So she was fast as shit. So again,
who says that? Horse steroids? That's that Pennsylvania shit.
So again, my name is DeAndre Robinson. These are my friends. Say hello, friends.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Evan Hamataki. First things first, shout out to Sean Sennett Alexander for moving on up in the world. He DeAndre, what exactly did he get promoted to, or his job?
Yes, he's going to be the executive director of elementary school at Mel Hershey and at Harrisburg. For Mel Hershey. Yeah.
So that's a huge step for
Wait,
Senate.
So he got in?
He got it, yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. For those who haven't watched the show in a long time, Senate he's technically the masturbators consultant, as well as he was a guest on the show. His favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter, Andre's best friend. Mm-hmm. He was with us in Vegas. Much love to Senate. Congratulations. The Phoenix Suns take the next 2 games because I don't want to see Giannis win.
It's your girl, Cam. I don't have a quickie line, so next person. But thanks for listening and watching.
Hey, this is your boy CJ, aka Miles Morales' life coach.
So this is Master Bitters Home of Community Debates, with debating some of the likely of topics, just like the 2 topics we have today. Before we start, today is July 15th. That means we only have 16 more days to vote for the People's Choice Awards. So if you definitely hear my voice, please, if you haven't voted, please vote for us. Please. Also,
if you vote, you might get a titty pic. But it's going to be a roulette, so you never know whose titty on the show is going to be. I have a 1 in 4 chance of getting mine. Don't give the goodies away for free, Evan.
Hey, I'm a cheap stripper. I work for food.
Yeah, if it's free, then yeah, you did it before you could get anything.
I will work for bacon.
You don't know how to work the system.
I'll do anything for bacon.
So
I'll damn near do anything for bacon.
So
yeah. Hey, put it on something, I'll lick it.
Okay, so with that being said, we are up for the overall People's Choice Awards. We're also up for the comedy award as well. Also, if you're going to vote for us, please vote for the Nerd in Texas, our sister podcast in Texas. She's up for film and TV. Topic number 1, we are doing the best cartoon movie. Honorable mentions I have. All right. First things first, big shout out. It was so hard for me to pick between these 4 films. It was hard because I even asked my social medias which one should I pick, and it was hard. It was hard for me to do this. But my honorable mentions. First things first. Shout out to Batman and the Killing Joke, which is one of the outside of
it's one of the best comic movies of all time.
It really is. It's fucking amazing. Number 2, shout out to Beowulf. And I'm not gonna lie, that's the sexiest I've ever seen Angelina Jolie ever. And Beowulf.
As a cartoon.
As a cartoon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
No. I mean period. I mean period.
Did you not see her in Wanted, dog?
I've seen her in Beowulf. Oh, you the one they call Beowulf. All right. And
I ain't seen that in so long.
What, Beowulf?
Anyways.
And my third one, and I actually want to change it up a little bit from the other one, but my third one is actually Mortal Kombat Scorpion Revenge.
Jesus Christ.
Mortal Kombat Scorpion Revenge was fucking amazing. All right.
Yes.
Big shout out to DC and Mortal Kombat for making some of the best adult cartoons ever. Because if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat Scorpion Revenge and you don't mind blood everywhere, then I definitely watch it. All right. However, my pick that I went with was Bebe's Kids. All right. I love Bebe's Kids. It is a classic. Big shout out to Robert Harris. It was actually his brainchild. Rest peace to Robert Harris as well. It was actually his brainchild that he did when he did some stand-ups talking about a girl that he tried to date, and she had to bring on 3 extra kids that wasn't hers. This movie is hilarious. First of all, again, shout out to the cast. Shout out to Tone Loc. Tone Loc, all right. Shout out to I'm not sure if Cam said she likes him or not, but shout out to Marcus Houston. All right.
Was Marcus Houston the older of the kids?
Marcus Houston, I think, was her son.
Her son, okay. Because I was kind of confused where Marcus Houston was, but okay.
He played the punk.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But so Baby's Kids. Spoiler alert for everyone, because we're probably going to a lot of it. Spoiler for everyone, but Baby's Kids is about, like I said, Robert Harris told a story about when he tried to date a girl and 3 kids came along because, well, basically our mom wasn't a good mom, technically, according to the movie. They took him to a amusement park and they just go ham. They just destroy everything, which is hilarious. This is a black classic. When I asked everybody which 4 out of the 4 I should do, all my black friends said Baby Kids, so that's why I had to take this one. All right, this is a black classic. Black people love this movie. I love this movie. Yeah, I love it. So it's my pick, Baby's Kids.
First things first. There's something about this movie that always fucking bothered me. Who the fuck hires a blind bartender? Like, for real. That motherfucker was spilling drinks everywhere.
Including on Robin himself.
Mm-hmm. But
exactly.
I don't know if he was hired.
I think it was his bar.
Yeah. What? Why you ain't smart enough to hire a bartender? Like, sorry.
Because
you can't read the receipts.
Yeah. Because you're a bar in the ghetto. No offense.
Well, apparently he can't read the books. He wasted so much liquor. But anyways, I love this movie as a kid. Loved it. I watched it all the fucking time. When we did this topic and the movie came up, I was so excited to watch it. When I watched it, I didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I thought, as much as I was expecting to. To me, the movie didn't hold up as well as I thought it would. It's still fun. It's still funny. It's still funny. I still laughed, but I don't know. I think it was more about. I think it was not more about the movie. I think it might be more about me because I actually ended up like disappointed in how disappointed I was watching it. I don't know. It just didn't hit well with me. I don't know why. It just, it just wasn't it for me. I don't get it. But I used to love that movie, but watching it now, it just wasn't a thing.
For those who can't tell, I'm not from the hood. So I'd never heard of this movie. I'd heard of Robin Harris through stand up. Wasn't familiar with his work really. And then DeAndre put this movie into this discussion, and without sounding extremely uneducated, I didn't find this movie interesting to me because it didn't apply to me. And I it is what it is. The fact of the matter is, I do have Rambunctious Kids, so maybe now it would have applied to me more, but I couldn't get into it because of the comedy style and all that stuff. I do love the fact that Faison Love played Robin Harris, because Robin Harris passed away 2 years before this movie was released. DeAndre, you actually right before the show. This movie is older than me by 5 months and 3 days. Yes, Marcus Houston is in this movie. Y'all may know him from I was about to say Step Up, from You Got Served. The best part of this movie is Faison Love with a shot of Tone Loc. It's, as a father, I found this movie super obnoxious because the kids, but at the same time, I understood as a person who grew up without a father that I understand why the kids were the way they were partially. Abandonment can do that to a lot of children, force them into really bad spots. So on a more serious note, this movie, the message I understood 100% clearly. When I'm trying to put it up against other animated movies, this one even though it's a cult hit, it just doesn't stand. There's another cult hit on this list that's, to me, leagues ahead of it. So,
Bebe's Kids is a classic. And I grew up like 1 degree removed from Black culture and then had to like catch up at an older age. And so for a very long time, I was always wondering why the hell people was calling bad kids Bebe's Kids until I saw the movie. Right? So
I got called Bebe's Kid before too. So
that's how it's like. It's not like, oh, everyone's just seeing it. It's like that is the reference for when you see children that you think were raised poorly. You're like, who's the fuck brought these Bebe's Kids as helping? That is how that reference is continuously used within Black culture. And so it ends up like being softer than you think based on how it starts. Right? Like you start and you think it's almost going to be super cliche, and it doesn't end up that way. Ends up being a lot deeper than you expect at first, which I respect. But them kids is bad as fuck. And their parents are just M the fuck I-A. Like at no point in time in the movies Bebe's Kids do you see Bebe.
No, ever.
I anticipated her to be bad as fuck and like persuade Robin to leave, and I was like, damn, I'm let down.
Bebe, the closest you get to Bebe is a note written by Bebe, left on the fridge.
Say, I ain't coming home.
Yeah, she was like, hey, give him dinner for me. Open the fridge. Ain't nothing in that motherfucker. However, with that being said, for people who grew up in the hood, it does have like people always like movies they can relate to, which is why someone Black made the movie. It's relatable, blah, blah. But it does have moments that give you that little twinge, because even if it wasn't you knew it existed in the hood if you lived in the hood. You know what I mean? Or you knew like that kid that you were friends with and their parents like were never home, or half the time they were hungry, or even if it wasn't as bad as like how bad the Bebe's Kid situation was, it always just like, damn. So there's that little undertone, but all the realest shit does have that undertone, so it is what it is. But overall, again, can't really be mad at Classique, but it's not my absolute number one favorite like movie with animation. I'm not gonna do any honorable mentions because I'm not. There's so many animated like movies with animation that this will take forever. I know you do. That's okay. I just decided I'm not gonna do that. But with that being said, my favorite movie with animation is one that like lives rent free in my head my entire life since I've seen it, and that is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I absolutely love this movie because I don't know if it's done often or frequently or like the timeline, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time I saw something where there were Toons living in the human world, and then humans went into the Toon world. And I was just like, yo, like the concept of that being a line that you could cross, dope as fuck. There's so much shit. And it is funny the entire way through. And then it also has some like serious like things I didn't notice like as a kid that I rewatch when I get older. And I'm just like, oh, because if you don't know, if you've never seen it, Roger Rabbit obviously is a cartoon. He's married to Jessica Rabbit. The baddie.
Bad as fuck.
And at one point, the human's like, yo, why are you with him? And she looks dead, look him dead in his face.
He makes me laugh.
Like, and what's wild is as a kid, I was just like, oh, I just thought that was funny because all the time Roger Rabbit's goal is to make someone laugh. All the time. If you can't laugh, which one particular character can't, and they end up going into conversation on why, he's going to try to make you laugh. That is his goal, is to just bring laughter and happiness to people. But as an adult, knowing that you could probably joke your way into somebody's pants in this day and age, that should make some way more sense. Like, I was just like, I see why the adults put that shit in there, and it went over everybody's head. That shit is true. Okay, there's enough in this for children to enjoy and enough in this for adults to enjoy, no matter what age. It's the perfect blend all the way throughout. I absolutely love it. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I rewatched it and was not disappointed. It brought me right back. Still suspenseful, even though I know what the fuck happens. Like, you just can't beat. You can't beat Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You just can't. So that's my choice.
I can't fuck with this. This movie is 100% a perfect movie. The only thing bad about this movie is the rating. This should be PG at all. I'm not sure if it should be PG.
I don't know how it is because they have a whole bunch. They got guns.
Yeah, they got guns.
And people dying, like
titties out, everything
tools melting. Like it's like you watch death multiple times.
Yeah. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one of the most perfect. I always say that, like to me, The Breakfast Club is one of the most perfect movies I've ever seen in my life. However, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is definitely one of the most perfect movies you ever will see in your life. One of my favorite jokes that I still say to this day is, "She played patty cake. She played patty cake."
When you watch it, you're like, oh, but then you look at the pictures.
Actually, this motherfucker did that in the messenger like earlier.
Did he? Where was I?
Because when I rewatched it, I was just like, oh, they was fucking. I didn't remember this. But then they weren't.
Actually, I didn't even know we were talking about the Drake partner. Oh, so they was playing patty. Oh, did you play patty cake with her? Did you play patty cake?
Oh God! Oh my goodness! This movie is fucking great. I'm so pissed off that I couldn't get it. I'm not gonna lie. All right. But however, this movie right here is fucking fantastic from start to finish. Literally the only thing bad about this movie is the rating. I think it should be PG-13. But outside of that, this movie is fucking fantastic. One of the most perfect movies of all time. Yes, I cannot fuck with it.
First things first. All right, mini debate. Yeah. Who's the best weasel? Yeah. I say Snoop Dogg Weasel. Snoop Dogg Weasel was the best weasel, fucking period. And, he had the weed green fucking suit on with the perm. Oh, he was trying this shit.
I cannot believe you thought it was
Snoop Dogg
now
Weasel.
that you said that, I would never be able to unsee it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see that movie, that's the first time I got Snoop. That's Snoop right there. Oh yeah. But anyway, man, dude, I always love this movie. The movie is fucking amazing. Even though it came out back in '88, Like, dude, back when I was young, it's still
back when DeAndre was born.
Actually, it's older than me.
Ooh, see, yeah, this movie old as shit, but it still holds up though. The way they did the animation with the fucking live action, it's still good. Back in the 80s, for the 80s, it was amazing. For now, it's still good. It still holds up. It still looks great. And Dune, fucked up ass motherfucker. Great bad guy. Eddie Valiant, great detective, quick on his feet. He survived so many things he shouldn't have.
Especially in Toontown.
Oh fuck yeah! He should have died multiple times in Toontown.
He got caught by the ugly Jessica Rabbit.
A man. No! Oh my god! No! When she hit the wall and her titty split, that shit is fucking amazing to me. No, this movie.
That's what you call a cartoon butterface. She had the same body as Jessica.
Just neck up.
Oh man. Oh no, she was all wrong. And then oh my gosh. Like I said, dude, this movie is fucking phenomenal, and I can't fuck with it. And yes, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't say enough about this movie. I can't fuck with it.
There are movies that I put in a category that have a lot of animation, but also have the live action in them. So I kind of separate them from the others. One of my honorable mentions, this movie, to me, realistically, The Nightmare Before Christmas fell into this for me because of how realistic the models were. So this movie is fantastic. It is a cult classic. It is arguably the cult classic of all cult classics when it comes to movies with cartoon properties in them. I totally forgot that Bugs and all them show up in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fucking forgot that. Not to mention, this has arguably one of the most paused scenes in the history of movies when Jessica Rabbit's legs are just spread open. I was really disappointed when I was younger with how fucking bad Jessica Rabbit was. Really disappointed when I was younger to find out the voice actress behind her wasn't bad. This movie is, to me, it's good. It's not in my top 5. I put it in my top 10, but animation has just come so far nowadays that it's really hard to watch movies that are older with how good animation is nowadays. That's not to take anything away from this. This movie was far ahead of its time. Speaking of the guy who played the main dude, I always get him confused with Danny DeVito. I always would get him confused with Danny DeVito. So, no, this is not a bad choice. It's just not the best to me.
That Warner Brothers and Disney they allowed. That's why they
allowed the properties to cross over.
Yeah, cross over. So the deal was though that if Bugs is on the screen,
Roger Rabbit could not be.
No. Well, no, I don't know about that. But Bugs on the screen, Mickey Mouse had to have the same time to the exact nanosecond. If you watch that go, you always see them together on the screen.
Oh shit!
And it had to be onto the exact.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Just like Daffy and
Donald.
But
it's because it's their two big animated properties. I get that 100%.
Yeah. Looney Tunes and Disney. First, I do have some honorable mentions.
You bitch! If you steal any of mine.
One is The Incredibles.
Okay.
That movie's fucking amazing.
The first one's my top 5 cartoon movies of all time. The second one's
all right. Yeah, my honorable mention is South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Mm-hmm.
Cow's mom
watch it.
is a big fat fucking bitch.
Exactly. That was fucking amazing.
Cartman, you said that word. What? Fat? No, fuck. Shut the fuck up, you fucking Jew. I love it.
Yeah. Yo, that movie's fucking amazing. All right, my third honorable is Finding Nemo. I know
You
Jerry's not gonna
bitch!
like that, but Finding Nemo is my third one.
Fuck
All right, and my last honorable mention is probably one that I don't think any of you have ever seen, and maybe Dre might have seen it, but it's an old one from 1988. Akira.
I've seen Akira.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Old anime from 1988. Fucking dude, for its time, it's fucking amazing. Fucking great anime film. But the film
You only took one of mine, CJ. I'm proud of you.
All right, now the film I chose was Sausage Party.
What?
Yeah, great animated film. Now, if you haven't seen it, you don't know about it. It's a great animated film. Yeah, but it's not for kids. Definitely not for kids. Do not let your kids sit down and watch this fucking movie. Okay, I can't say that. I can't stress that enough because I know people who did, and yeah, the kids are fucked now. All right. This movie is fucking hilarious from start to finish. It's a smart look at grocery shopping and cooking, but from the food's point of view. It's a very, very interesting take, and I cannot stress this enough. Do not let your kids watch this movie. It's not for kids, but it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. And it start even from the beginning when it has this fucked up ass Saving Private Ryan for a moment. From that like the explicit sexual humor throughout the entire movie, and then the most fucked up ass food orgy at the end. This movie fucks with your head a lot. But it also delves into different things like religion and racism, and puts a completely different spin on it. Religion, they go through religion from both sides, and racism, they and they straight up go. Dude, I don't know how they came up with this fucking movie. They had to have been super, super high.
You know damn well how they came up with this movie. Seth Rogen probably was high as fuck. It was like, what happens?
Dude, no. It couldn't have been just weed. They had to been other shit, dude. It couldn't have been just weed.
I mean,
there's no way you can come up with just weed. But, dude, it's an excellent movie. I recommend it for everyone. Except that's at least 16 or higher. At least 16 or higher.
Listen, CJ, what? Best? No. Dog, listen. This fits you 100%. I forgot to say this earlier during Bebe's Kids. You remind me of Robin, and Robin reminds me of you. That's how I feel like you would be, like out on the town perusing for some punani. You know what I'm saying? But this movie fits you to a T, right down to the orgy. Listen, I want to address something. Seth Rogen, I love you, but how is it that the only black character in the movie is going to be a box of grits and the only Hispanic woman in the movie is a taco? Dog.
Why you assuming that shit?
Do you? Yeah.
No,
Jewish white writers.
Listen, he did say that.
Listen, so this movie has a star-studded voice acting cast. Any other, this is on the level of This Is the End in terms of star power behind the voices. But this movie is fucked up.
Yes, that's why it's awesome.
CJ, listen. I understand why you picked it. For you, it works. But in this movie, to me, with another fucked up sense of humor, hilarious. However, and I'm going to take the Dion. However, it's not the best because I can't show it to everybody. I'm sorry.
As long as,
like, at least
as
Bebe,
long as they're over 16, yeah, they good.
At least Bebe's kids you could put on for your kids, and it has a meaning at the end of it. This one is like, I'm not trying to have my kids watch sausage boiled alive, or have the fucking.
But you let them eat that shit.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
See,
I almost agree with Kim. I almost agree with Kim,
yeah,
but
I know your
no.
kids have seen you cook before too.
No, I always agree with Kim, but just because I eat bacon doesn't mean I want to see a pig get slaughtered.
Thank you. Just because I like steak don't mean I want to kill a cow. But no, and
Peter having a fit right now.
How we gonna make the fucking bad guy a douche? Like
because
I
his
get
name
it.
is douche.
He's literally a douche.
I know. Out of
douche.
anything in the fucking store that could have been the villain, a douche. Like it
makes sense.
It does make sense, actually.
Could have made Firewater the bad guy. You could have made.
That's the one thing I don't agree with you about. Yeah, the douche should have been the. Yeah, I was with you to that.
What else can you buy in a grocery store whose name implies that they're bad?
Dick.
You can buy dick at your grocery store?
You can buy a dick at
what grocery store you going to?
Hey, I could buy balls. I could buy pussy. Fucking in some stores. I'm just saying.
Said grocery store.
Does Alexis know you be going to these kind of stores?
Okay, pussy's an energy drink.
It really is, but it's not grocery stores.
It's sold in
Amazon.
Stores.
It's just sold at Amazon.
Yep.
It's probably sold in some stores.
And I don't know no fucking energy drink called dick.
No, it's there's I forgot what it's fucking called. There's like it's a vegetable where the other name for it is a dick. I gotta remember it, but yes, you could buy other things.
Yeah, I was with you to that, man.
First time I ever saw Sausage Party, I didn't know what the rating for the movie was. I just saw everybody was talking about it, so I was like, "Oh, cool, I'm gonna go watch it." Right? It starts off cool. You're like, "Oh, this movie's gonna be about how food feels." You know what I mean? Like, what if food had feelings? Because that's what all cartoons are. What if this had feelings? What if that had feelings? Right? They're like, "Oh, we get chosen by the people. They think we're gods. It's great." And then it goes left. And when I say left, I mean hard left. Like, you have all of these things alive can feel. Apparently, we are not to be able to detect this shit at all. And you're just watching them be torn apart, cut up, chopped, eaten alive, like everything. Peeled. Like the first time someone got is a potato, and he's like, "Yeah, he's getting washed and shit." And then she's like, "She's fucking cutting."
Yeah. But the thing is, that's what we really do. And it turns
into a food horror movie, really.
Yeah. So like I said,
she ate the baby corn.
It's from the point of view
of the baby carrots.
And then the baby carrots, and then the food is like, "She's eating it." Because apparently baby. So the thing is, what I do like is that they play on everything. Okay, the horseradish have 4 legs. You ride them like horses. Like if that explains. Like jars have everything in the store, with the exception of knives and utensils, are alive. Okay, so you see them, you know, demystify what they think, because they think that we're taking them to some great beyond. Then
the condom was fucked up.
Then you guys are ruining it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Sorry.
They take it to another level and do humans from the food perspective, like the human world from the food perspective, like one sausage makes it out or some shit like that. And it just so happens to be at a druggie's house, right? There's a happy Oreo stumbling around, hopping on one leg. The piece is screaming, "He ate my fucking legs!" The toilet paper is like, "You don't want to know what he does to me," right? He escapes. He makes it out onto the street. He's like, "Hey, sausage, I'm a sausage," right? Not a sausage. It's a turd. And then the corns in the fucking turd go, like they're zombies or something. The shit is wild as fuck. Corn. And it is crazy because you cannot actually digest corn. So the most likely thing to be in shit that would be like that is corn. It's crazy. The fucking condom that they were talking. The movie is insane. And then by the end of it, and not even just by then, kind of all the way throughout, there's all these sexual innuendos and shit. The tacos, I think, bi or lesbian. All she do is look at the bun's booty and be thinking about that shit. It's fucking wild. You have a Jewish bagel and a Middle Eastern fucking what is it? A falafel or whatever, and they're going back and forth the whole fucking thing about, well, we needed a territory. Well, we were here for like it's like it gets political. Like they sprinkle a little bit of fucking everything, and on top of it, what they ice the cake with is making you somehow sexually aroused about food and uncomfortable with your own damn self. So it's very, very disturbing.
I wasn't
very disturbing.
I was happy.
And like it says like CJ said, at the end, to top it all off, when the food wins, I don't know how they beat the people, which is wild. Douche has been up. He's like, oh, I finally found a hole to be in. Goes up the store manager's butthole and controls him by pulling on his scrotums. Right? We get the food wins. The store has no humans in it. They feel safe. What do the food do now that they realize that everything they thought was fake? Everything in the store starts fucking each other. At one point, one piece of food uses the sausage, as a strap-on, and then shoves it through 3 other pieces of food. And all of them, it's the most disturbing shit that you can never tell someone about.
Yo, you see that one sausage party, John?
Like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just amazing.
It's like taking porn and making it innocent. Like
it's hentai.
It's the nasty porn too, not like the regular basic porn.
Like tentacle porn.
Nasty porn. And then at the end have the audacity to just be like together watching the sunset and shit. Like, and then there's this fucking, is he lighter fluid? I don't know what that fucking mystical guy is. His reference is always so good it makes you want to fuck a guy. What? Like what? Anyway, and then after demystifying humans and the fact that they're food, they then demystify that they're actually cartoons. And they're like, we can go through here. And like, I'm just like, bro, that part is also extremely disturbing because we would be on the other side of that shit. And after just watching it, it just makes you want to cut power to your apartment or home for a little bit and just sit in your back. Just center yourself, you know what I mean, before you go back to anything on the internet. Like it makes you like I know in 50 years when they find that movie, they're gonna have questions for us. Serious
what the fuck was on your mind?
Like generations in the future will judge the fuck out of us for this shit.
Oh my god.
With that being said, still a very good movie.
Thank you. Yeah.
All of that. It's still a very good movie, but it's not something you can rewatch all the time. Like Evan said, you can't watch it with your family. Sausage Party will always continuously have to be your secret like thing.
It's a
like,
guilty pleasure.
You can't, you can't be out here talking about how much you love Sausage Party because everybody else is gonna be like,
all right, hey, 16th birthday here. Watch this.
Like that shit is rated. That shit should be rated X and not R. That shit is like.
It's rated D.
Got stuffed up a man's
delicious.
ass in the animated movie. That shit should be rated XX or whatever comes after R. That shit
scrolled up to wipe his face. All right.
They chopped homie's head off. Like this shit, this shit wild, man. Like
shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. She caught that one dog with a fucking knife. Yeah, just go over there.
Yeah, he just like, oh, what the fuck?
All right.
Oh,
I don't know what she was making with hot dogs and potatoes though. That shit was weird. That's that white people shit.
Oh, exactly. Oh, she know when white people
she cut tomatoes. She ripped the head of lettuce. She had the potato in the boiling water. Yeah. She ate a couple carrots. Like, bitch, what is this meal?
Wait.
Oh no.
Wasn't it for July too?
She put the finger. She put the fingers in the eyes. They ripped it apart.
Which they call Red, White, and Blue Day.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping they wasn't together. However, I'm pretty sure you could have just made sausage.
She opens the pack of hot dogs though. She
does.
opens them.
No, she's probably making hot dog. She's probably making hot dogs and potato salad.
They
probably weren't going together. They're probably separate dishes.
The tomatoes, carrots, all the other shit, the lettuce, none of those things fit in. But
for hamburgers.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Tomatoes and lettuce and everything will go with the hamburgers. It's for 4th of July barbecue.
Okay.
So the things aren't together; they're separate.
Okay. So for the mind, from the mind of Seth Rogen.
Seth motherfucking Rogen.
Okay.
This shit is disturbing, bro. Like
you have
differently.
I love that dude.
You have
I love that dude.
Sasha's Party. Yeah, this is the end. You have Good Boys. You haven't seen Good Boys. You definitely should see Good Boys.
That shit's hilarious.
That's funny.
Don't do it.
You should, and honestly, I just found this out. Invincible and the Boys. He's executive producer.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know he was an executive producer of Invincible or the Boys. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I mean his name is
maybe Invincible because he was actually in the Invincible, but he wasn't actually in the Boys. So, however, all those shits are fucked up in the head. Like literally, it all started like and then it gets uberly fucked up. Like especially in episode 1 of the episode 1 of Invincible, literally is like soft, and then he kills everybody. Then,
and in a bad way. It's not even like mercifully. Like everybody.
Oh no, he murks folks harshly.
Yo, listen. So we all know that Seth Rogen has a fucked up brain. Like he loves fucked up shit. Because even in the Boys, the first scene, he runs through my man girl. So like she explodes. All right. I just think that Seth Rogen's like, listen, I'm not doing shit unless there's some shit that goes fucked up. All right. With that being
I love
said,
Seth Rogen's brain.
With that being said, I'm not saying Sasha's Party is not a good movie because I find it funny as fuck. But I only find certain parts of Sasha's Party funny as fuck. If that makes sense. The orgy is fucked up.
The worst parts of the movie, I bet you find funny.
The orgy is fucked up, but I did laugh a couple times. All right. All right. The first time they the first time they found out they about to die, that shit was funny. That shit to me too. All right. And that condom part, the food when it was that condom part. That kind of part's hilarious. I don't give a damn nobody said that kind of part was fucking funny.
He stretched me out. He went inside me, and then he went.
All right. However,
that's fucking amazing.
However, those are only 3 main parts that I find funny. God, it's true. That's only 3 main parts I really find funny. I'm not saying it's not a bad movie overall, but those 3 main parts I find funny. And I don't find anything else that hilarious in that movie. And also, like Evan said, I can't. If you you're under 18, I can't show this. I can't. I'm not showing this movie.
You can be an adult. I'm not showing you this movie.
I'm not showing this movie. Right?
I am.
So yeah. Let's see. If you're under 18, I'm not showing this movie. All right. So that's the problem with this movie. It's not that it's not overall funny to me. It has funny parts, and I can't show anybody this movie under 18.
So I do have a couple honorable mentions. I got 4 of them, like always, because there's a never-ending list of honorable mentions on this topic alone. Number 1, Toy Story. It's a classic. It's one of the highest-grossing animated movies of all time. The whole franchise.
I forget that.
The whole franchise itself is really good. Big Hero 6. To a lot of people who haven't seen Big Hero 6, it's a fucking fantastic movie about family and a protector who loves his person to death. A really, really beautiful movie that is really interesting and enjoying to me to watch is Coco. That movie's cinematography and the art design and stuff is great. And then super relevant because at some point in time over the next couple of days, I'm going to go see this movie in theaters. Space Jam. Space Jam was the first movie I had ever seen that crossed live action with animation. And it was done well. I don't have high hopes for the new Space Jam, but I'm going to give it a chance because
nope.
I'm sorry, but technology has advanced so fucking far that this movie could actually be fucking decent. mixed in comedy aspects of it, this movie can actually be decent. CJ, you're just an old man who fucking doesn't like change.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just the movie. Looks corny. It's corny. Movie looks corny as shit.
What the first one? The first one?
Because they're not.
I love animation.
The new one.
I love dude.
Wait. You said the new one or the first one?
The new one looks corny.
The first one was amazing. I love the first one.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I do. I love the first one. Man.
So
the first one was fucking amazing. So the new one looks, dude. All the jokes look dumb as shit, and it just looks corny.
Well, I'm gonna go see it too.
Animation's on point though. You're right about that. Animation's definitely on point.
Evan, before you go, I'm surprised that nobody picked Ready Player One. I'm actually
because I don't think of that as an animated movie for some reason.
Technically it is, though.
I know it is. But when I think of that movie, I don't think of an animated movie. Even though I know it is, I think of it as a real movie. So it's think
of it as a real movie. It's okay.
You didn't pick it either.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
I almost would be tempted to switch my pick if had I not thought of this movie, I would have almost picked that if I'd remembered. Yeah. The movie I chose, in my opinion, is, now that I remember it, the second best animated movie, in my opinion, of all time, and that's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
What's the first one?
Ready Player One. Ready Player One is to me, Ready Player One is a perfect movie. Start to fucking finish. But no, anyway, so Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. For those who know, all of us, we love Marvel and DC shit. All right. Spider-Man, one of the longest running properties of Marvel, has never realistically had a fantastic movie. The Tom Holland Spider-Mans are fucking good. Do not get me wrong. Tom Holland is, my opinion, he's the best thing that's ever happened to Spider-Man in live action. However,
Spider-Man back Zendaya, so yeah.
However, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the most perfect Spider-Man movie of all time so far. I still don't understand what's going to happen with Far From Home. That has a chance. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie that I have ever seen. And it's simply because of multiple things. The soundtrack is fucking fantastic. Including, I'm sorry, but Sunflower is my favorite fucking Post Malone song of all time. Him and Sway Lee. The art style. This movie is fucking beautiful. The comic book art style mixed with just everything. If you pay attention, all the pictures have those little dots in them that you see in all the comic book drawings and stuff. The cast, so good. And the fact that this is the first time we see a Miles Morales on screen, it is fucking fantastic. They got Spider-Gwen in here, who's played by the beautiful Haley Steinfeld, Spider-Ham, Spider-Noir with Nick Cage, the Asian Spider-Man, I forgot her name. This is such a good movie to me. When I think of a Spider-Man movie, even though I do love Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man Homecoming, I always go to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I am really excited for what they're going to do with the second one, because they opened up the realm of possibilities with everything that's going on in Marvel right now and everything that happened in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the first place. They opened up so many possibilities. And if you guys aren't watching Loki, a side note, if you guys are not watching Loki, you need to fucking watch Loki. Like, it is opening up an entire fucking thing. And
let's be real, the people that listen to us probably do.
I know, but
yeah.
Anyway, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, best Spider-Man movie of all time, second best animated movie of all time behind Ready Player One. To me, it is what it is.
Undeniably, out of everything mentioned, Evans has the best soundtrack right off the bat. Now, overall, I may be biased, and I always try to be aware when I'm biased, but I don't think the bias counts here, because it seems like the consensus around this movie is the same. I'm from New York. For those who don't know, originally I'm from New York. And so this shit is perfect. Like, it's the first time Spider-Man, who's a New Yorker, makes fucking sense. Okay? Because all this other shit, preppy, I get it. There's different boroughs. We have different lives. There's a little bit of everything in New York, which is why I love New York. But to do multiple types of Spider-Man and really the same type of Spider-Man all up until this, I was just like, it's about fucking time. Okay. Miles Morales breaks the ceiling and makes it look good. This movie was dope. Okay. They didn't fuck up anyway, which is difficult. Okay. Because it's very hard to put a movie together, especially an animated situation, and not miss anything because there's so many details. You know what I mean? Into something like for you to be able to actually pay attention to all the little details, that shit is difficult. And so I give them kudos for this because Into the Spider-Verse is a whole different ballgame. And what's great is you get like 10 Spider-Mans. Like you get like a whole bunch of Spider-Mans. So it gives you the variety. It gives you your villains. It gives you backstory. It gives you family. It gives you, it was
family.
Right. And so it gives you everything. And it finally gives you a Spider-Man with swag, which is
the Jordan ones.
Spidey, I see you. Like you could come hang with us. Like because before Spider-Man was cool, but after you save us, you got to go home, bro. You're not invited to the after party up until Miles Morales, right? Like you save the universe, now go back to the Upper East Side. That's how I used to feel until Miles Morales. Did I mention the music was dope? Because I feel like I need to mention it again. Throughout the entire movie, this was scored so well. Like, I absolutely loved it. It gives you a little bit of everything. I have nothing bad to say about this movie. It's just, I hate that it took them so long to finally get to this.
Facts.
Like, I'm older. And that shit is the one thing I'm just like, really? It took how long did it take you guys to get here? Especially knowing what's in the comics, it was always disappointing that shit didn't cross over into the movies. The movies were good, but they were like one note, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's now that they're finally branching out and making that shit more diverse and like believable, honestly. They've got me deeper into the fandom. So
one of the things that real quick, I'm just gonna say this before we move on. One of the things that got me into that always gives me chills to the end of this day on Into the Spider-Verse is that scene where he's chilling on the building after he gets his black suit and he jumps off and it's that dive. I'm like, that scene will always get me because of the score. The score that's playing while he's sitting there chilling on the window. I'm just like, this is fucking good. I really was sad when there was a whole bunch of rumors swirling around about Donald Glover potentially being an on-screen live-action version of Miles Morales, and then they made him Miles's uncle, who ends up being the Prowler. So I'm like, is Donald Glover gonna be the Prowler? But I was really on board with Donald Glover being like a young adult Miles Morales, and I'm really sad they never went anywhere with it. I'm glad he's still going to be a part of it, but I'm really sad that they had that fucking opportunity right there with a dude who's the perfect style. He's a young black man. He's a nerd who fucking was like, I want to be Miles Morales, and they had it.
Yeah, but they already cast him as the uncle. Like before that, it's already in there. It's already in the movie.
Well, he's been on record since like 2011 saying he wanted to be Miles Morales.
Yeah, but they can't.
What it was is they felt the first way to make a palatable black Spider-Man
animated
cartoon.
Yeah.
So anyway,
now since he wasn't like the Amazing Spider-Man, and which is not part of the new MCU franchise. Now they can recast him as Miles Morales.
He was not an Amazing Spider-Man.
He was not an Amazing Spider-Man. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming.
He was an MC Spider-Man.
Because he bought weapons from
that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
They can't recast him because he's already been on screen.
Yeah, I misspoke. But like, but
that's not true.
Well, they could recast him. But.
So no. Here's the reason why it's not true. It's on me anyway. Yeah. Before I go into my tangent on Spider-Man, the reason why he can. Because this is not MCU. This is Sony.
This is not MCU. Yes,
this is not MCU. So this is Sony's project. It's just like technically Venom is technically his own product as well. This is not MCU.
Fuck, don't you talk about Venom?
I love Venom.
Venom was great. Let There Be Carnage is going to be fantastic.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
No,
goodness.
I can't wait. No, I can't wait for Carnage because Carnage was my favorite villains. Period. Hands down, my favorite villains.
All right,
so wait for Carnage.
So, God honest truth, Evan, if Cam didn't, if Cam didn't take my damn pick, all right, from you, you would have got it. I can't fuck with it. You would have.
I knew it as soon as it happened.
I can't fuck with it. God honest truth. Listen, listen. You really get why I can't fuck with it, but I can't say nothing bad about this fucking movie, like at all. This movie is fucking fantastic. This is the perfect Spider-Man movie. Definitely the perfect Spider-Man movie, and it's a cartoon. And the reason why it's perfect because you can do a lot more with cartoons than you can do with live action.
100%.
So this is the perfect Spider-Man movie. This is the perfect Spider-Man fucking movie. However, the reason why I can't fuck with it is because as a perfect movie, to me, Who Framed Roger Rabbit will always be over Spider-Man into Spider-Verse. I love Spider-Man. I'm not saying I don't like it. I love it. Again, if Cam didn't sneakily take my damn pick.
Sneakily?
That's because you keep trying to come up with topics and also like call dibs on the answer before we even like.
Yeah. So
that's what I got in trouble for back in the day.
No,
shit.
Cam was good.
Let me finish. See the damn. Listen. Yeah. If Cam took the pick that she had, I would have given. I can't fuck with it. I can't say anything bad about this fucking movie.
I get it.
Outside of I have to listen to it. I never heard a soundtrack before. Me personally, I did. Me personally, I never.
There's only a handful of songs, but it's the actual score that makes it as well.
So I didn't listen.
Like it wasn't me when it starts with fucking Biggie, like right at the beginning of the movie, bam. Like
but this movie is fucking fantastic. I can't see anything bad about it. I just think that Who Framed Roger Rabbit is definitely right fucking there.
Real quick before CJ goes, one of the little details that I really love about this movie is in that intro scene, not intro scene, but in the first scene where we meet Miles and he's singing Sunflower, and he does the woo, he hits his throat with the pen. He hits his throat with the pen to hit that little vibration. And I'm like, that is such a fucking like perfect little added touch to just make it so much more realistic for an animated movie.
Great detail to add in.
Great detail.
Yeah, like shoot, you guys are all fucking right. There's not much you can say fucking bad about this movie. I mean, fucking phenomenal visuals, phenomenal. Oh, love. Dude, watch this movie is fucking amazing. Just in itself.
Don't watch it if you have epilepsy though.
Oh no!
You say epilepsy? Wait, what?
Epilepsy.
Don't watch it. Epilepsy. What is envelope?
Yeah, phenomenal
visuals. What disease is that?
Right. Yeah, I was saying no. It also has fucking dude. Like I said, dude, great soundtrack. Dude, the fucking the music is placed perfectly with every fucking scene. It's just amazing. And the storyline is easy to follow. They don't put a lot of fucking bullshit ass fucking tech jargon in there. To confuse anybody, dude. Fucking easy to follow. With. Dude, and the action scenes are on point. Oh my gosh, dude, when they fucking hit Doc Ock with the fucking triple fucking tag team fucking, dude, dude, I ain't gonna lie, dude, I fucking cheered when they hit it with the triple tag team fucking combo. I cheered out loud, just like in my room, like get that bitch. Like fucking, I was happy as fuck because that shit was amazing. It was amazing on fucking point. Yeah. Now let's get to the downside. There are a few things about the movie that kind of bugged me. Like for one, Spider-Ham. Why the motherfucker got eyes on his nostrils? Yeah. Every time his eyes, every time motherfucker's eyes make a fucking face, his nostrils make the same face. No, like, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that's a little disconcerting when you're drunk. All right, yeah, all right, that always kind of bugs me. All right.
Yo, he don't got
Of
eyes.
course.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you start, he don't got eyes on his face. That's his. When he breathes out his nose, man.
No,
No,
he knows.
no,
What he's saying is they make the same motion
are
as
his
the
nostrils.
eyes.
Oh,
Yes, every time his eyes move, the nostrils move the same way.
Yeah.
So when he does, when
I
he
mean,
does eye roll, his
that's how
nostrils do
people
side roll.
CJ, it's
That's how
honestly
people
it's a design thing because he doesn't have a mouth on his character, so that's how you know he's talking.
Yeah. But I already knew he was talking.
I know.
I'm
He said,
drunk.
I knew he was talking.
I'm drunk and I can tell he's talking. Like, but anyway, all right, that's one of the things. Another thing that bugs me about the movie, fucking the Kingpin. What the fuck? Like, dude, why does that motherfucker look like a refrigerator with a car cover over him? And his head's in the middle of his chest the whole time. The animation for the Kingpin bugs the shit out of me.
He's shaped like a bagel.
You never seen somebody with that kind of like hunchback, like neck down here and shit?
Not that big, but then like his whole body shape though. His whole body shape.
Is CJ trying to be big enough?
Yeah, I can't do it, dude. He's like a big old black fucking silver refrigerator, and his face is where the ice machine should be. It's disconcerting. The last thing about this movie that kind of bugs me, this is a legitimate thing, like the radioactive spider that bit him. Where the fuck did he come from, and then where to go? They never explain that anywhere.
It died.
It's New York City.
And took pictures of it.
Yeah, but all right, you said it's New York City. Yeah, where did radioactive spider come from in the first place? That's never explained anywhere. So New York has radioactive spiders just randomly roaming around streets and shit.
Yeah, and it has radioactive
like Marvel. Yes.
You run across in New York. You just be like, damn, that's in New York City.
Yo, real shit. One day I was walking my grandma's dog. She has 2 greyhounds, and this big ass rat, as big as those fucking greyhounds, came out the trash can. So I know for a fact, and they got those fucking bastards. I know for a fact they got radioactive fucking spiders.
So like in New York City is it's a combination of the rich and the poor. I'm not surprised somebody is out there doing some stupid shit and a spider got in there. Like it's not as uncommon as you think. Like,
and let's not forget they were underground.
Is not as uncommon as you think. Like,
they were underground in that subway stop.
It happens every day. Like that's kind of like.
All right, when I go visit New York. No subway. All right, there we go. We're not going to subway.
And Evan is right.
We walking everywhere.
And Evan's right. Well, technically you do walk, except in Manhattan, you walk everywhere too. I walked everywhere in Manhattan. But anyway, Evan's right.
Not doing a subway.
Evan's right though. Like it did bite him underground.
Yeah, he was underground in a damn cold, dark place. That's a spider's hangout.
Yeah, no, that's a spider's hangout. But I'm saying, it's a radioactive. It's a radioactive spider.
Dog.
So I'm saying
it's New York. Nothing there is well except Cam.
They got radioactive rodents and fucking bugs just.
It comes through with the thing that the first Spider-Man was dealing with, because they turned the machine on the first time and the spider came through, and then it was under there, and then Miles and his uncle were down there and he got bit. See, it comes through with the Spider-Man.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
See, that makes all right, Cam, dude, that makes complete sense. That actually makes complete sense. But the thing is,
because I'm like, I have to remember, because I'm just like,
yeah, but it never did that or said that or did anything like that in the movie. So I was like,
that's why I was like, no, I think it doesn't say anything. Like in the other, like, obviously non-animated movies, they make a big deal. He goes to the tower. There's spiders everywhere. Like, but in this one, if you're not paying attention, you'll never see that nigga just crawl across. Dang, you'll never see that bug just crawl out of the hole and
All right.
Okay. Yeah. See, no, I didn't. Say, all right. So, all right, Cam. All right, cool. All right. That last one, I'll pack that away because Cam, what you said, that makes complete sense. I understand that. Now, what y'all was talking about, like, they got radioactive fucking bugs.
No, but that's
all over New York.
Though.
Like, no.
think about it this way. Even if you didn't see the scene, the shit happened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Wild shit happened in New York all the time.
All right, dude. Hey, all right, dude. No, I'm not trying to fucking be kicking in fucking New York and fucking. All of a sudden, the fucking cockroach comes up.
Oh,
You mean cockroach man?
Yeah.
Cockroach man.
Yeah, the fuck
cockroaches ain't even that bad. Sometimes it could be a little fun. If you're bored, you can't sleep, wait till like 2 o'clock in the morning, turn the lights out and see how many of them you could get.
Yeah, yeah, dude. No, I was gonna team up, dude. Fucking no, Rat Man with a sidekick at the cockroach.
All right.
Nah, you don't want that kind of fight. You will lose. That shit together is undefeatable.
Yeah, they be wrecking shit.
All right.
I'm just saying, look, I grew up in the projects.
Oh, God.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep, want to play a game? Let's go to the kitchen and turn lights on.
Yo, Cam, real shit. So real shit. My mom cut this out, but my foster mom did have roaches in her room. So every time we brought like girls home, and like together, like me, my cousin, my brother, like we see a girl, we got a code for it, like cuckoo. You know, do this shit.
Somebody turn the lights out.
Do this shit right here.
Bro, been there. Me and my cousin say together. Same thing.
Cool.
Same thing. Head in the bedroom. No, all the lights head into the bedroom. Go out.
I'm going to put Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse #1. I'm going to put Who Framed Roger Rabbit numero dos. I'm going to put.
It's hard.
I'm gonna put Sausage Party 3, and I'm gonna put Bebe's Kids 4.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Bebe's Kids. And then Sausage Party, only because of how awkward I feel. By myself.
Clutch, grab pearls.
Grab your pearls.
Like at the end, I'm just like, I don't know how to feel. I'm torn. I'm confused.
I got Who Framed Roger Rabbit #1, Sausage Party #2, fucking Into the Spider-Verse #3, and Bebe Kids #4.